Hello children, we are back with our chapter, the chapter 5, Weather and Climate. Okay, take the page number 35. Today's topic is heat zone. So, last class we studied about what is the difference between weather and climate, what are the factors are influencing climate. We completed last class. So, today we are going to study about the heat zones. The earth heat zones are divided into mainly 3 categories, okay, according to the temperature, according to the differences in the heat temperature. The earth, full earth is divided into 3 categories. The first one is known as, that is, they are known as the heat zone, and the first one is known as torrid zone. Okay, the first zone is known as torrid zone. The second zone is known as temperate zone. The second zone is known as temperate zone, and the third one is known as frigid zone. Okay, so these are the 3 important heat zones. The heat zones, we divided the earth into 3 main heat zones because in the differences in the temperature. Okay, on the basis of the temperature differences. Okay, on the basis of the temperature, the whole earth is divided into 3 main heat zones. Okay, first one is torrid zone, second one is known as temperate zone, third one is known as the frigid zone. Okay children, now we are going to study the each zones. Okay, so first one is the torrid zone. Okay, the first one is known as the torrid zone, and here the torrid zone is the area between equator and the Tropic of Cancer, and also it is between equator and the Tropic of Capricorn. That is, this red area is the tropical zone, otherwise it is known as torrid zone. So torrid zone have another name, that's known as the tropical zone. So tropical zone is lies between, from one side it is from equator to, this is the Tropic of Cancer, equator to Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere, and between equator to the Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so this is the location of the torrid zone. So torrid zone lies between equator and Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere, and equator and in between equator and Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. And here very hot and humid climate. The climate is very hot and humid. Climate is very hot and humid because the sun's rays are directly hitting to the tropical area. Okay, torrid zone, the sun's rays are directly hitting, so because of this area is getting very hot and always hot and humid. Understood? So this is the area of Tropic of Cancer, torrid zone or tropical zone. Now the next one is the temperate zone. Okay, temperate zone is the area between Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle, and also it is between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle. Okay, that is here. This black one is the equator, that we know that, and here is the Tropic of Cancer, and this line is the Arctic Circle. Okay, and here is the northern hemisphere, and this side is the southern hemisphere. So this temperate zones is divided 2 sections because we have northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So both sides we have both temperate zone. Okay, so here in between Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle is the northern temperate zone, and between this is the Tropic of Capricorn. So Tropic of Capricorn, and in between this is the Antarctic Circle. Okay, so in between Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle is the southern temperate zone. Okay, so we have 2 temperate zones. One is in the northern hemisphere, and that's known as the north temperate zone, and another one is in the south hemisphere, so it is known as south temperate zone. Okay, so now where is Arctic, the North Temperate Zone lies? The North Temperate Zone lies between Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle. And the in between Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle, we have the South Temperate Zone. Okay, North Temperate Zone and South Temperate Zone. And here very mild temperature, that means neither too cold nor too cold. Mild meaning moderate climate. Mild temperatures meaning moderate, neither too cold nor too cold. Okay, so this is about the temperate zone. Now the next one, the last zone is known as the frigid zone. So frigid zone is the area between Arctic Circle and the North Pole, and also it between Antarctic Circle and the South Pole. This frigid zone also having the two, that is one is in between in the northern hemisphere and another one is in the southern hemisphere. Okay, southern hemisphere. So now where it lies? It is in the southern frigid zone. It lies between Antarctic Circle and between the South Pole. Okay, Antarctic Circle and between South Pole is the South Frigid Zone, and the North Pole and in between the Arctic Circle is the North Frigid Zone. Okay, in between North Pole and Arctic Circle is the North Frigid Zone, and in between South Pole and the Antarctic Circle is known as the South Frigid Zone. So these are the South and North Frigid Zone, and these are the areas. Like what the climate is there? It is very cold climate. Here the climate is very cold because sun's rays are not directly hitting, slanting sun rays are hitting to this area. So they are having the very cold, like Antarctic and Arctic. No, we know that it is in Arctic Circle, here is Antarctic Circle. Normally the climate is, we understood that it is very cold. So that is the phase of the frigid zone. Understood? So here we are studying about the three heat zones, that is whole earth temperature is divided into, on the base of temperature, it is divided into three categories. First one is the torrid zone, second one temperate zone, and the last one is the frigid zone. Torrid zone lies between equator and Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere, and in between equator and the Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. Then temperate zone is in north side and south side. So south side it is between where the Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle is the north temperate zone, and in between Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle is the south temperate zone. The same for frigid also. Frigid temperate zone lies in north frigid zone lies between the Arctic Circle and North Pole. Now south frigid zone lies between Antarctic Circle and between South Pole. Okay, so these are the main heat zones. So take the page number 35, read this torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone, and study this drawing, and this is very important drawing. Okay children, so read the chapter, full chapter read, then do the exercise A and B. Okay, thank you children.